morning, bestie. I'm so glad you called. I have so much to catch you up on. The last couple of days have been just kind of overwhelming, with my lady days here. But now that they're gone, I feel great. I feel more mentally sane. It just feels good. Physically, though, whenever I'm on my period, I feel like I have to work double in order to do what I can do when I'm not on my period. I feel like that always comes in and just makes me doubt how I am strength-wise, takes a little bit more out of me. But now that I'm off of it, my body's just kind of getting back into where it used to be. I'm feeling strong again, and I'm seeing where I am physically, and I can hold myself in a plank for longer, or I could cardio-wise, I'm able to resist more, and so I'm definitely feeling much better. How are you doing?
I hope you're all doing well. I just finished working out actually, and let's address the elephant in the room. This. I think I got a chemical burn of some sort, and the reason why is because I had a pimple patch and I took it off. It was bleeding, and I think right after I used my Paula's Choice liquid exfoliant, which it's great for my skin. It changed my skin, but I think it was a really bad idea to put it right on the pimple as soon as I had just finished squeezing out all the blood. TMI. I'm gonna go take a shower, and girl, SZA recently dropped a new album, and I'm sure we've all been listening to it. I've been listening to it. It's so good. My two favorite songs I'm so obsessed with are Nobody Gets Me and Special. Those songs have me in my feels as if I've been broken up with, but I haven't, and I'm still singing them with my whole heart, and I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna have myself a little concert, and I'm gonna blast some SZA, Come Out a Brand New Woman. All done, fresh out the shower, feeling squeaky clean. Okay, I'm not sure if you guys have gotten the new Instagram update, but basically now on the messages part, it lets you put a little random note. So as you can see, you can leave a little note now, and it's actually kind of fun. If you guys remember from Victorious, they used to have a social media called The Slap, and they would always post random notes like that about what they're doing, little status updates. I think it's so funny to put the most random things on there. Right now I just put squeaky clean because I just got out of the shower. It's who cares? But I just want to put that on there. Anyways, I think that's the best update that's ever come to Instagram, not gonna lie. But let's go make my protein shake because I'm hungry and I keep delaying it. So for today's video, I wanted to bring you guys along for just an ordinary day in my life. As you guys know, I'm an ordinary girl. Hannah Montana said it best. Sometimes I'm lonely, I get bored, I get scared, I feel alone type of feeling. So just thought I'd bring you along, and also wanted to bring you along because I got another interview and I'm so excited. I'm not going to talk too much about it because I don't want to jinx anything, but I just wanted to bring it up because I'm excited. I am feeling so good today. Actually, yesterday, let me tell you guys, I was going to record yesterday, but I wasn't feeling the greatest. I was still, kind of, when you, okay, I know I talk about this a lot, but also I feel like there's this stigma around talking about periods, and you shouldn't be that open about it, but I'm an open book and I want to talk about it because it's something I deal with a lot, and I know a lot of you who watch me also deal with it, and that's why I talk about it. I'm an open book, like I said. I grew up around sisters, and I don't know if that's maybe why I'm so open about it, but anyways, point is, when I'm on my period, I feel really down, I feel out of it, I feel ugly, I feel just all of the negative emotions. And now that I'm off of it, I'm feeling so good. And this always happens, I'm on a roll, and then my period comes and it messes me up, and so I have to just rebuild myself up every single month or whenever I get my period because I'm so inconsistent. But yeah, feeling good. And later tonight we're gonna have rolled tacos for dinner. Excited about that. Ma, tenemos para hacer frijoles puercos? Oh. Also, tell me you're Mexican without telling me you're Mexican. We have the chia seeds inside this Nesquik container. I don't know if that's a lot of chia seeds. I just winged it. Oh, guys, I'm so sad. So we went to Phoenix, and they have a Trader Joe's there, and I meant to go to the Trader Joe's, but I completely forgot. Not gonna lie, I don't think I was paying attention to how much milk I put in, because normally I get more protein shake than this, but I mean, that's totally fine. That's a good amount, Next time I need to pay more attention. I can't multitask. I'm not a multitasker. To go with my protein shake, my mother has made some delicious breakfast, so I'm gonna enjoy this while I watch Abbott Elementary School. Currently, I've been watching it because Nyla put me on, and it's so good. It's actually so funny. It has Quinta from, she used to be on BuzzFeed, if you guys remember her. She used to give me some representation. I loved seeing her on BuzzFeed. And then also Chris from Everybody Hates Chris is on it. And also Jesse from The Parent Trap. I didn't expect them, but it's a really funny show. So currently on episode 5 of season 1. I have some time before I have to start getting ready, so I'm gonna work on my book. I've been very, very bad with reading this month. I am currently on chapter 13, and let me tell you guys, the book got really interesting. It's starting to get juicy. I'm so excited. I'm like, Evelyn, I did not know we were gonna hear half of this stuff from her, but yeah, it's a really good book. I have a visitor that wants to get on my bed. It's really cold. It's been cold the last couple of days. It's actually only 58 degrees, but let me tell you guys, normally there's a 60-degree weather that's not that cold. It's like chilly but not freezing, and recently it's been freezing, like ice cold. We've been getting ice on windshields, which normally doesn't happen unless it's really cold, and it's been really cold recently. I am also from Arizona, so I'm not used to this. I'm sure some of you guys have it much colder though, like on the East Coast right now. I'm sure it's probably like way freezing, so I hope you all are staying warm. Okay, so it is now 1:52. I have my interview at 3:30, and I've been like waiting till last minute here so that I can do my nails, but then now I'm like, okay, I need to pick up the pace. Like, why was I waiting so long? So I'm just going to do a quick color change. I think I'm gonna go for orange today. It's giving fall, but I like it. Also, these are my go-to because they're quick and easy. So I love the Essie Expressi nail polishes, and then I use this calcium boost base coat on my nails as a base coat, but then this is the real star of the show. This will dry any nail polish super fast. It's the Setch Vite Dry Fast top coat. Even though this dries pretty fast, I put this on top and it makes it dry even faster. Nails are fully done. I'm about to do makeup. Also guys, the scab fell off. Now I just have really dry skin in that area, but been walking around with a scab I didn't need to be walking around with, because I could have taken that off a long time ago. I just have this thing with my skin where I don't really like to pick at things, pimples, all of that. I like to let the patches do their thing, and so I didn't want to really scratch that off. But today I was like in the mirror, I just went lightly like this and it came off. I didn't even have to do the most for it. I'm just gonna go ahead and do a little bit of moisturizer. Maybe that'll hydrate. High key, let me say I'm about to wear the same exact thing I wore to my last interview because I don't really have that much professional clothes. Plus I want to like really make sure what the attire there has to be. I'm just gonna put a little bit of concealer there to just hide that little area. Thankfully the scab came off. I feel like that's what was more noticeable. Could you imagine if the scab... Let me not think about that. Intrusive thoughts type of thing, you know? I'm literally gonna do the exact same thing I did for my last interview. So it's nothing new. It makes me feel like a makeup artist using this brush under my eyes. I honestly don't really know necessarily if it does anything. Like if you ask me, is this a really good brush? I would say yes, for the vibes it is. This time though, for my interview, I'm actually not feeling as nervous as I was for the first one. Actually, genuinely, I wasn't that nervous for the first one. I just get like the little butterflies, you know, right before anything, because like the anxiety, it's always gonna be there. But I feel like I definitely feel more confident in that, like, I will ask the questions that need to be asked. Because before, when I would interview and we get to the point where they're like, do you have any questions for me? I would just say, no, that's it. But now I have questions and I gotta ask and make sure that this is a place where I want to work. And what's really helped me get over this interview anxiety over time is just basically like knowing that whenever you go in somewhere, no one knows you. It's the first time you're meeting these people, so you can literally go in there and pretend to be confident even if you're not feeling confident, but they won't know. And just know that most people cannot tell you're as nervous as you feel you are, because I've learned that so many times. Like I literally feel internally like I'm shaking, and I think other people can see it, but they can't. Because afterwards I've been told, you're so good at this, you're confident. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm literally dying on the inside, but apparently on the outside I look put together and calm. So that's really taught me to not let the nerves get the best of me, because it's normal to feel scared and anxious and not know what to expect, but it's all gonna work out, and if it's meant to be, it's gonna be. That's another thing that's really helped me too, is I used to stress so much about things. I would be like, oh my gosh, what if I don't get it? What if this happens? What if that? And now my mindset is, all right, if I don't get it, on to the next one. It's not meant to be, keep looking, right? It's not the end of the world if you don't get this one thing. Every single time I go to interview or I submit a new application, I'm getting more and more experience, and so it just makes it that much easier each time, because I know, okay, this is what I did wrong, this is what I need to fix, this is what I wish I would have done, here's what I can do now. And so yeah, I do feel, you know, the butterfly nerves, like I am nervous like to go in there, but now I'm feeling more calm. Nervous. Don't know if you can hear me because my aux is connected, but I am nervous. I mean, I'm not nervous. I got this. I'm out. It was like a in and out sort of thing, which for me is better. But yeah, interview done. I guess now I wait and see what I hear back from them. Let's take some time to chat while I hydrate, so drink up, besties. I wanted to talk because what better way to overcome your insecurities than to face them? I feel like for me personally, when I acknowledge my insecurities, no one has any say over them because I know that they're my insecurities. I take power over my insecurities. I work through my insecurities and I learn to love my insecurities. So let's talk about it, because you know what? It really helps me when other people are vulnerable and open up about their insecurities, because it makes me feel less alone. So if I can help someone else feel less alone with my insecurities, you best believe I'm gonna do it. So a couple of things I've been insecure about recently. My changing body as a woman. I'm getting older, you know. I am now 26, and it's a very overwhelming feeling to see your body change, to feel your body change. And it's hard to come to the realization that your body can never get back to where you used to be when you were younger, because your body is the best body it is for you now in this stage. You know, your body could be getting like thicker, your body could be getting wider, and not necessarily because you're eating more, it's just your body is naturally changing. And it could be the opposite, right? Like you could be losing weight and you don't know why, and it's also because your body is changing. And so just having to comprehend that and to learn to love that is so hard. But then on top of that, like no one really talks about the changing body. It's hard to understand what's happening to you while it's happening to you and feeling alone because of it. And especially for women, like you're having to deal with your period monthly, and then also your body as it's changing. It's kind of hard, like not knowing, is this because of my period or is this because my body is changing this way? And so it's this really like hard time, and I can't even speak on it too much right now because I'm literally just starting to notice this. I just wanted to be open about it, so if any of you are also going through this, like I see you, I feel you, and I hear you. I understand that same confusion that I'm currently dealing with. So I'm currently having to like try to relearn to love my body again, but also it's like you never really stop learning to love your body or love yourself, because your body is constantly changing from when you were a kid to a teen to a young adult to now an adult. Like it's constantly changing, and even past being an adult, so like when you keep growing, like it's never going to stop changing. So you're constantly having to relearn to love yourself. And it's just, I think this shift though from like young adult to adult is a major change, and it hits you hard. But then also on top of that, I just recently got off my period. My period always comes in like super strong, and it changes so much about me, and it makes me feel so insecure. First of all, it makes me feel like I gain weight, which I didn't necessarily gain weight. It's just that my body gets bloated, it gets swollen, my boobs get bigger, and so this is something that I can feel for an entire week, where I just feel so much bigger. And it's not necessarily because I gained weight, because I was doing something. It's just my body naturally changed for that week, and so it just really messes with my head, because here I am questioning, like, what did I do? Was I eating too much? Was I doing this? Was I doing that? But it's like, no, it's just my body. Like, this is what comes with it every single month, and it happens every single month. It's like I forget that these things happen, and then they happen, and I'm questioning life. Also, you would think that in your 20s you wouldn't get pimples anymore, you wouldn't have acne, but it still happens. You know, I remember growing up, everywhere you hear acne is in your teen stage, right? Like, your teens are the years of acne, but no one talks about having acne as an adult. And so it has you questioning, like, why do I still have pimples when I'm in my 20s? But it's natural, it's normal, and I think this needs to be talked about a lot more. Like, it doesn't just end as soon as you turn 20. Like, you're still gonna get pimples. Like, I'm 26 and look at me, I'm still getting pimples, especially when I'm on my period. If I eat specific something, like, I have pimples down here on my chin, I have pimples, like, I don't have smooth skin, I have textured skin. Like, you really look close on my skin, it's textured, like, it's not smooth, right? Like, pictures, lighting, angles, it's all gonna make you look better. And that's why I stopped really caring about angles. Like, sometimes you'll see me record like this and you see my double chin, but I don't care anymore, because it's normal. I'm getting like white hairs too, and that's something that didn't like happen just as soon as I turned 26. It's been happening for a while, and like, I'll be combing my hair a certain way and then I see a gray hair, and it would make me feel insecure for so long, because I'm like, oh my god, I'm getting gray hairs, but I'm in my 20s, why am I getting gray hairs? But now I understand that they're natural, right? Like, you just don't see other women really have gray hair in their 20s, or you don't think that they do. That's because we all hide them. We dye our hair, we pull them out, but it's natural. Just know that it's natural to have gray hairs. And then when I'm on my period, like, my hair feels greasy. Yeah, there's a lot of things that just keep happening, and so like, having a mixture of everything right now is making me feel so insecure, like, literally insecure to the max. You look up insecure, my picture pops up. So it's just like all of those different little changes that have come about as I'm getting older, that I'm having to relearn about myself. And it's both scary but also fun to just experience all of this and kind of get to know myself in a new way. It's like hard to explain, but truly it's how you look at it, and you can either hate it and just feel completely bad about yourself, or you can learn to love that part about yourself. Like, you know, I have had the privilege to live this long. These are all of like my medals for having overcome so much, and each of those medals is so beautiful.